Up to 1 in 5 job postings you're applying to were never meant to be filled. That polished listing you spent an hour tailoring your resume for? Nobody's ever going to read it.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me companies post jobs they have zero intention of hiring for? That sounds like a conspiracy theory.
It's not a theory, it's a documented pattern. They're called ghost jobs. And a 2024 survey found that a huge chunk of hiring managers admitted to keeping listings up for roles that don't actually exist.
Okay, but why? Why would anyone waste the effort creating a fake posting? What's the payoff for them?
There are actually several reasons, and none of them help you. First, appearances. A company that's constantly hiring looks like it's growing. Investors love that. Customers love that. So the postings stay up as marketing.
So the job listing is basically an ad for the company, not an actual opening. That's kind of brutal.
Second reason, they're building a talent pipeline. HR collects resumes for a role they might open someday, so when a real need pops up, they've already got a stack of candidates ready.
Which means your application just gets filed away in a database you'll never hear from. And third?
Third, and this one stings, they want to keep current employees on their toes. Nothing motivates a stressed team like seeing their own job posted online. It's a subtle message, you're replaceable.
Oh, that's cold. So while you're refreshing your inbox waiting for a callback, the posting is doing a completely different job.
Exactly. And here's the real cost. The average job seeker sends out dozens, sometimes hundreds of applications. If 20% of them are ghosts, that's weeks of your life poured into a void.
And it messes with your head too. You start thinking something's wrong with you when really, the door was never open in the first place.
That's the emotional trap. So let's fix it. Because you can actually spot a ghost job before you waste a second on it. There are 3 clear tells.
Alright, tell number 1. Lay it on me.
Tell number 1, the posting has been reposted or sitting live for 30 days or more. Real, urgent roles get filled fast, usually within a few weeks. If a listing keeps getting bumped back to the top month after month, that's a red flag.
But how do I even know when it was originally posted? A lot of listings just say posted today because they refresh them.
Great catch. Look at the company's own careers page and cross-reference. If it says posted today on the job board but you saw that exact same title 2 months ago, it's being recycled. Screenshot listings you're watching.
Smart. Okay, tell number 2.
Tell number 2, vague, generic language and no named team or manager. A real role has a specific problem to solve. Ghost jobs read like they were written by a committee, full of buzzwords, no details about who you'd report to or what you'd actually build.
So if it's all synergy and fast-paced environment with nothing concrete, be suspicious. What about companies that are just bad at writing job descriptions though?
Fair point, and that's why you never rely on one tell alone. It's the combination that gives it away. A vague posting that's also been up for 2 months and hides the third thing? That's almost certainly a ghost.
And the third thing is the big one, isn't it? No salary band.
That's tell number 3. No salary range. In many states, pay transparency laws now require a range for real openings. When a company leaves it blank or writes competitive, it often means there's no approved budget, because there's no real role behind it.
That makes so much sense. You can't attach a budget to a job that doesn't exist. So those 3 together, old repost, vague description, no pay, are your ghost detector.
Right. But spotting ghosts is only half the win. Let me give you the one filter that flips this whole thing around and surfaces only real, actively hiring roles.
Please, because dodging fakes still leaves me hunting through thousands of listings. I want the shortcut.
On LinkedIn, filter for jobs posted in the last 24 hours, then sort by most recent. Fresh postings from a specific recruiter who's actively online almost always mean a live, funded, urgent need. Apply within that first day and you're in the pile before it's buried.
So instead of applying to 100 stale listings, I apply to 10 fresh ones the moment they drop. Quality over volume.
Exactly. And take it one step further. Find the actual hiring manager or recruiter tied to that fresh post and send a short, specific message. Real roles have real people behind them, and those people respond.
So the whole game shifts. You stop measuring effort by how many applications you fire off, and start measuring it by how many real conversations you start.
That's the mindset. Ghost jobs win when you play a numbers game against a rigged deck. So don't. Chase the roles with a heartbeat, fresh, funded, and attached to a human.
3 tells to spot the fakes, 1 filter to find the real ones. That could give people back weeks of their lives.